Is the law of Moses synonymous to the Old Testament? The law of Moses is not synonymous to the Old Testament. It constitutes only a small part of the latter. It is one of the divisions of the Hebrew Bible, as stated in Luke 24:44. Okay? Who can read Luke 24:44?
And he said, unto them, these are the words which were written in the law of Moses, and in the prophets, and in Psalms concerning me.
Okay, so the Old Testament consists of 39 books, 5 laws, 12 history, 5 poetry, 5 major prophet, and 12 minor prophet. So the law of Moses constitute only a part. Okay, so the law of Moses is the law of the prophets and the writings. Next, the law of Moses is also called Torah, a Jewish name which means law, or Pentateuch, which means 5 books. What are the 5 books that is included in the Pentateuch? Genesis, Exodus, Deuteronomy. Okay, so these books, it is claimed that Moses is the author. Yeah, the Pentateuch, the first 5 an independent book, were written as unbroken unity in content and historical sequence, with each succeeding book beginning where the former left off. So there is a continuity in those books. Genesis, which means beginnings. Its theme is creation. So if we want to know what is the perfect plan of God to us, we have to look back at Genesis 1, in the beginning, the very beginning of our existence. The second book is Exodus, which means departure. Its theme is redemption. Okay, they departed. We know that they became slave in Egypt. And then God made a way, made a plan for them to depart from Egypt. And that is the book of Exodus. The next book is Leviticus, which the name means Book of the Levites, or its theme is holiness. Now God chose a certain tribe to minister to Him, as it is stated in Leviticus. Next is the Numbers. Name means censor or numbering. Here, Moses instructed them to count how many men, warriors. Notice that the potential soldiers were counted. Its theme is warfare. They had to move to the promised land, but God instructed them that they should possess the land, and then whoever stays in that land, they have to make war with them. What is the purpose of God? Why God instructed them? For them to be holy, separated, that they will not be influenced by the belief of the people living in that place. Okay, next is Deuteronomy. Name means second law. Not as a new law, but a summary, repetition, and application of the Mosaic law. Its theme is obedience. So God again reminded them of the 10 Commandments, the law, that God wants them to obey, because God wants them to prosper. This is the promised land of milk and honey. So God cannot bless His people if they will not obey. So there is in the Bible, it says that obedience is better than sacrifice. So what are God's instruction in Deuteronomy? Kill everything, even remember that Saul, he he did not obey God. So what happened? He was dethroned. So for us, as his children, we obey the Lord. There are some instructions for us that, Lord, it's so difficult, it's so hard to obey. But God wants to test us, our faith in him, our trust in him. We have our own plans, but Bible says that it is the Lord that prosper our plans.